Hey, good morning, students. This is Mrs. Kramer. It is Wednesday, May the 13th, and it's a little chilly this morning outside, but it's still a beautiful day. You can see I've got my garden down there. Everything has survived the frost that they called for earlier this week. And my two girls are down there playing in the yard. And the geese were out this morning, but I didn't get them. Oh, they're over there, but I don't know if you can see them. If I can get, they're in that grass down right by the cove of the pond, and they still have their two babies with them. I don't know if you can see them or not. They're walking up in the grass with their two babies with them. They were out in the pond earlier today, but I just didn't get out here to get the video made. I think you might be able to see them. I tried to zoom it in as much as I can. My camera will only do so much. I've got an activity for you today where you are going to break down what you do in a day. And you're going to find the percent of each of a day. Okay, so I've broken down my day. Let me back my camera back out here. Okay, so I want you to first make a list of everything you do in the day. So, of course, everybody sleeps. Everybody's working on school activities. I hope that maybe you have some kind of chores that you do at your house. I'm hoping that maybe you try to get some kind of exercise each day. I'm hoping that you help your parents with the cooking and the cleanup in your home. And that maybe you get to relax with your family a little bit too. You may have some additional things to add to your list, but I have made my list. So I sleep about 8 hours every day at night. And if I don't get an 8 hours full night of sleep, I am grouchy in the morning. Or I could be grouchy all day long. I spend about 7 hours doing work for school, making you all videos, grading your activities, making new activities, working on curriculum, lots of things that we do for school that you students don't even know about. It's all that behind the scenes work that teachers work on. I also help my husband on the farm with working on the farm and feeding at least 3 hours a day. I do take time for myself. I take an hour to walk or exercise. I've been fixing 3 meals a day, so that consumes about 3 hours of my day by the time I cook the meals, sit down and eat with my spouse, and then I clean up my kitchen after every meal. I hate a dirty kitchen. So if you have parents that hate a dirty kitchen, I can relate. So I clean up after every meal. I also spend about 2 hours every day trying to relax at the end of the day before I go to bed. So a lot of you guys remember that I tell you that with my electronics, 2 to 3 hours before I am going to call it a night, I don't get on the internet, I don't get on my phone, I don't get on Facebook. So we have an iPad I use for that. I don't use any electronics about 2 to 3 hours before I go to bed, and I am able to sleep much better. And that's important for me. So if some of you guys are having trouble sleeping, you might look at your screen time and try to avoid having screen time before you're trying to go to bed at night. Okay, so back to what the activity I have for you to do today. So I've calculated my percent of a day that I sleep. So 33.33% of the day is for me sleeping. Schoolwork is 29.17%. Working on the farm is 12.5% of my day. Exercise is 4.17% of my day. Fixing meals and cleaning up is another 12.5% of my day. And relaxing with my family is 8 and a third percent of my day. And that, if you notice, all of those add up to 100%. And my hours for my activities, all your hours for your activities should add up to 24 hours. So I would like for you, I'm challenging you to make a list of what does your day look like. Add categories if you need to, and then go and figure out what percent of the day it is for each of your activities. And please send that to me. You can share it out in the Google Classroom. I love it, those of you, the guys that are sharing your work with me. I'm able to see where you have mistakes, and I'm able to see if you're doing it correctly. And I try to give each of you feedback on a daily basis. Guys, I miss you all so much. I hope you have a great day today. It is a great day to be a Minuteman. # Minutemen all in. Bye from Mrs. Kramer. I will talk to you again soon.